Hey guys, this is Calculus Family. In this video, I'll be taking you through relative minima and maxima for multivariable function. The problem says that find and classify all the critical points of the function f of xy given as 4 plus s cubed plus y cubed minus 3xy. So I'll explain how to find relative minima and maxima, and using this problem, you understand it perfectly. So way back in high school or in calculus 1, you know that you find the critical point of any function, you find your derivative f prime of x, equate it to 0. After equating to the 0, you get your critical point, you put it back into the equation, then you get your what? Your point. So actually, mostly we used to get a critical point s is equal to a. Then you analyze if this critical point is a minimum, maximum, or a point of inflection using the second derivative. Something changes slightly here. Remember that if you have a multivariable function, the second derivative is fxx, fxy, or fyy. Therefore, how do we go about this? What's the complexity and how do we simplify? We use what we call a determiner d. The determiner d is given as determiner at point AB, which is equal to the product of our second derivative at point AB times the product of the second derivative with respect to y at point AB minus the square of f of xy, right, at point AB. Remember that this one is just one because Clorets theorem says that your fxy and your fyx is going to be the same. That's why it happens to be squared here. So this point D and the determiner here is what we are going to use to help us classify the point. The algorithm says that if your D is greater than 0, okay, and your fxx at the point AB is also greater than 0, then you have minimum. Then also, if D is still greater than 0 and your fxx at the point AB is less than 0, then you have maximum. But if D is less than 0, then you have a saddle point. If D is less than 0, then you have a saddle point. Okay. Then if D is equal to 0, it is unspecified or undecisive. Okay. As simple as that. So let's solve it. So let's find our critical points and go straight into the problem. Our f of x comma y is given as 4 plus s cubed plus y cubed minus 3xy. Is that not it? To find the critical point, I need my gradient function f of s comma y. So my fx is simply going to give me what? 3x squared. I have this here minus 3y. My fy is simply going to give me 3y squared minus 3x. Then you know that at find a critical point, your gradient function f of xy should be equal to what? 0. So I'll have 3x squared minus 3y to be equal to 0. And I'll have 3y squared minus 3x to be equal to 0. At this point, I can make this a nonlinear equation to solve. So here I can say that 3x squared is equal to 3y. Then y is simply equal to x squared. I'll come and put it into this equation. So wherever I see y, I'll put x squared. So 3 open brackets s squared all squared minus 3s equals 0. And I have 3x to the power 4 minus 3x equals 0. What do? I simply factorize s cubed minus 1. Therefore, s is equal to 1 or s is equal to 0. Remember that we said y is equal to s squared. Therefore, if x is equal to 0, y will be what? 0 squared. If x is equal to 1, y will obviously be equal to 1. Hence, our critical points are 0, 0, 1, 1. Then let's use our determiner d. Determiner d, which is given by our fx's. So to find determiner d, what do we need? We need fxx at point ab, where ab is simply what do we say, determinant. Sorry, our critical point. But let's hold on. Let's only find fx's. Our fxx is simply, I'll go to my fx. When I find my fx's, I get what? 6x. This is a constant, so 0. My fyy is simply going to be what? 6y. This will be 0. Then my fxy will be what? I will differentiate it with respect to y. Okay. And therefore, my fxy, right? So this is my fx. Okay. So when I find my fxy, I'll have what? Differentiating this with respect to y, this will be 0. Then this will be what? Negative what? 3. Is that not it? Good. Once I have this, my d is simply saying that I'll have 6x at the point. So here we'll be taking d per the critical point. So this is what we do. So with critical point 0, 0. You will find d of 0, 0. So our d of 0, 0 will simply be equal to what? Our fxx of 0, 0 multiplying fyy of 0, 0 minus fxy of 0, 0 all squared. Then we analyze. So this one is 6. When I put 0, 0, I get what? Um 0, 0, right? So this is 0. Everything here will be 0 minus when I put my fxy, which is negative 3 squared, I get what? 9. The answer is negative 9. Therefore, my determinant is less than 0. If your determinant is less than 0, what does that mean? When you go back, if it's less than 0, so it's a saddle point. Therefore, you say that the critical point, you say that the critical point 0, 0 is a saddle point. Then using the same formula, d of 1, 1, critical point 1, 1, our fxx of 1, 1 will give us 6, right? Times here to give us 6 minus here to give us negative 3 all squared is still the same. So we get 36. This one is what? Minus 9. And that gives us 27, which is greater than 0. If d is greater than 0, there are two possibilities. But we can judge using fxx, okay? If xss is less than 0, it's maximum. Fxs is less than, is greater than 0. Yeah. So this is it. So what do? You are going to get fxs at 1, 1 will give us what? 6. And 6 is indeed greater than 0. Therefore, our critical point 1, 1 is simply what? A minima or relative minimum point. As simple as that. This is all I have for you in this video. Please do what? Subscribe. Then you should